And so talk about the women who are coming forward to describe what's happened to them.
Well, the heartbreak is that many of the women don't actually feel able to come forward. When we spoke to Dr. Tedros, I asked him how many women had been able to tell him that they'd been raped, and he said 5, all 5 of them because they thought they were pregnant. And I asked him, well, how many did you suspect based on the trauma and on the injuries that they presented with? And he said thousands. So there are thousands of women who have been through that camp or are still in that camp who are not getting the treatment and the support that they deserve and need, because rape is such an act of psychological and intimate violence, but it's also an act of communal violence. That's what the women say, is that they feel that this rape has kind of isolated them within their communities because of the shame and the stigma. So for a lot of these women, it is not just the immediate act of rape. It is what that act of violence does. And that is if they're not pregnant. If they're pregnant, then that is where a lot of the despair comes in. Dr. Tedros told me that one of the women that he had been trying to seek out because he'd heard she was raped had never actually made it to Hamdaet, to the camp, because she had committed suicide, because her rape had been done in such a public way that she felt unable to continue as part of that community, Amy.